If you're new to the saxophone and still unsure about which reeds to use, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through the different types, strengths, and cuts of saxophone reeds so you can find the right match for your playing. Before we get into it, if you'd like to hear more gear tips and tricks, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. When you're just getting started on saxophone, reeds can feel like this mysterious little sliver of wood that somehow controls everything. In a way, it does. The reed is the heart of your sound, and understanding how it works and why there are so many different strengths, cuts, materials, and brands makes the whole process a lot less confusing. Let's start with strength because that's usually the first thing beginners notice. Reed strength is often written as a number, like 2, 2.5, or 3. It's not about how hard the reed is in a physical sense, but rather how stiff it is and how much resistance it gives when you blow. A softer reed, like a 1.5 or a 2, vibrates easily. That makes it simpler for beginners to get a sound, and it allows you to play with less air pressure. The trade-off is that softer reeds can sound brighter and less stable, especially in the upper register. Stronger reeds, like a 3 or 3.5, need more breath support, but offer a richer, fuller tone once your embouchure is strong enough. Ever wondered how the world's greatest saxophonists get that rich, captivating tone? The Tone Bible reveals their secrets, the exercises, techniques, and mindset behind the sound. You'll learn how to play effortlessly across the full range, master expressive tools like ghost notes and growling, and shape your own unique voice. Plus, discover how mouthpieces, reeds, and setup choices transform your tone. The Tone Bible, your guide to sounding professional, powerful, and unmistakably you. Players often start softer and gradually move up as their control improves. The strength number isn't a skill badge, though. It's simply about finding the level of resistance that works for your playing style and your mouthpiece. That brings us to reed cuts. While the numbers tell you about stiffness, the cut tells you about how the reed is shaped. The two most common types are regular cut, sometimes called French cut or filed, and unfiled. Filed reeds have a little strip of bark removed near the vamp, making them respond more easily and produce a slightly brighter, more flexible tone. Unfiled reeds keep that bark intact, which can give you more depth and a bit more resistance. There are also specialty cuts designed for jazz, classical, or contemporary styles. Jazz-oriented cuts often have thinner tips and thicker hearts to help bring out projection and edge. Classical cuts sometimes focus on stability, smoothness, and a dark, centered tone. It's less about one being better than another, and more about matching the reed's personality to the sound you want. Some brands take things further by offering quarter-strength increments instead of the usual half steps. Instead of jumping from 2.5 to 3, you can try 2.75 or 3.25. This helps when you're right on the edge between strengths. Maybe a 2.5 feels too soft, but a 3 makes you feel like you're blowing through concrete. These in-between options let you fine-tune the feel without making a dramatic leap. It's a small change, but for many players it's the difference between fighting the reed and letting it work with you. Then there are synthetic reeds, which are a whole topic on their own. Instead of cane, they're made from composite or polymer materials. The big advantage is consistency. Synthetic reeds don't dry out, warp, split, or die after a week of playing. They also don't need the same break-in routine that cane reeds do. The feel is a little different though. Some players find synthetics slightly brighter or more rigid in the altissimo, while others love them for their reliability. Many synthetics come with a plastic-coated tip or a full protective layer, which helps them last even longer and keeps their shape stable in different climates. If you live somewhere very humid or very dry, or if you just want something predictable for gigs, synthetics can be a fantastic option. Now, you'd think a Strength 2 reed from one brand would feel the same as a Strength 2 from another, but sadly the reed universe is not that simple. Different companies use different systems, different cane cuts, and different measurements. A 2-in-1 brand might feel like a 2.5 in another. That's why reed comparison charts exist. They line up various brands and show how their strengths roughly correspond. These charts aren't perfect. Every reed still has its own personality, but they can save you time and frustration when you're trying to switch brands or find something that feels similar to what you already like. For a new player, knowing that your favorite 2.5 in one brand is closer to a 2 in another helps you avoid blaming yourself when the new reed suddenly feels unplayable. In the end, reeds are personal. Your embouchure, your mouthpiece, your lungs, and your musical taste all collide to determine what feels right. The best approach is to stay curious. Try different strengths as you grow, experiment with different cuts, and don't be afraid of synthetic options. When something doesn't work, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means you haven't found your match yet. Over time, you'll learn to recognize what a good reed feels like for you, and that little sliver of wood or plastic will stop being a mystery and start being a trusted part of your sound.